SHOT Show 2018, Gun Talk Live. We're bringing you the latest and greatest of what's happening here at SHOT Show. We're here with Walther USA, Kevin Wilkerson. Thank you for being with us, man.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
So people know Walther for a long time. Walther has really a long history. Why don't you give them just a little background on that?
We're 130 years plus, the Walther history. You know, obviously originally from Germany. Within the past couple years, we're actually a U.S. Walther Arms Inc. is the U.S. version of Walther. It's here. It's in Fort Smith, Arkansas. So all the employees are in Fort Smith, Arkansas for Walther Arms Inc. And we are bringing in Walther Arms from Germany with future expansions upon that. But right now, that's kind of the beginning of Walther Arms USA.
And if someone says, you know, I heard about Walther, but I'm not familiar with it, never shot one.
Sure.
What are some of the, because Walther definitely has some, I don't know, common traits of the whole brand of what you guys do.
Yeah, probably the most popular gun will be the PPK. And that's because the James Bond gun. You know, that's what people associate with Walther pretty much right off the bat. That's what we hear the most of. You know, the second gun that we feel like we get asked about most is the PPQ, which you know has a huge line in the PPQ family, and we like to talk about the PPQ family because of everything it can do for you, which I'd be happy to talk about here in a few if you want to. But the PPQ, you know, we got the PPSM2, which is a less than an inch thick, single stack 9. We've got a lot of guns, and more than that, here recently we've been trying to introduce multiple guns every year. So
well, you have been, and you introduced competition series guns with like kind of longer barrel, longer slide, Q5 match, upgraded trigger systems, and that side of it. And you have a lot of people shooting competitively with your guns.
Absolutely,
don't you?
yeah. We've got a really competitive shooting team that started up years ago. Last year we kind of restarted it, brought some new people in, and they really killed 2017. 2018 looks good for us. Everybody enjoyed the Q5 match last year. We launched the contingency program.
Yeah, explain that.
I want to touch on that because
a
lot of people don't understand, but we've got a shooting team that goes around and shoots matches. But let's say Jim in Minnesota wants to shoot an Area 2 match.
So people who are they enjoy just shooting matches in their area.
Yeah, they're competitive. If you go to waltherarms.com, check out under support 2018 contingency program. What that means is anybody, they don't have to be on our shooting team. If you're shooting a Walther, I don't even care if it's a 4-inch, if it's a PPSM2 and somehow you beat people in production category, feel free. But it does not have to be on the shooting team. It can be Jim from Minnesota, and if he wins first or second place at Area 4, we're going to cut him a check as long as he won it with the Walther. We have ways of double-checking that you shot it with the Walther. We've yet to have anybody try to cheat the system. Last year was incredibly successful for the contingency program, and we paid out a lot of people. And I see 2018 growing even bigger.
So you are paying people to shoot Walther if they're winning matches.
Yeah.
Is it a particular level of match or something like that?
Yeah. So on waltherarms.com, if you check out contingency program page, you'll see all the sanctioned matches, meaning those are the ones we're going to pay out.
Gotcha.
This year we expanded it. Essentially, we have $450,000 in potential winnings.
That's incredible.
If everyone won every place, we'd pay $450,000.
Wow.
So last year was a good year, though. For our launch, we were really happy with it. We saw a lot of Walthers on the competition circuit.
Yeah.
And this year, after we launched it again for 18 with some increase in dollars, we saw a lot of people go out and buy Walthers. So,
so they're trying them out, and they're actually winning with them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
yeah, we're winning with them. Win with Walther is the hashtag. So if you see hashtag win with Walther, that's what that's about.
Well, so you're doing the competition stuff, and then you have stuff that's great for concealed carry. That's the other real big market. I mean, frankly, for handguns, that's the big area.
Yeah, the meat.
And you have a new one.
Yeah. So talking about the PPQ, which we're talking about the Q5 match, what we just talked about, that's a PPQ.
Okay.
So when we talk about the trigger in the PPQ Q5 match, when we talk about the ergonomics on it, everything that you're shooting in a competition or a 4-inch PPQ, you're getting a lot of those same features in this brand new PPQ subcompact.
And Walther pistols, to me, and I've heard you guys say it, and I think it's true, is all about the grip and the trigger. That seems to be what jumps out at you. For anybody who's knowledgeable, they hold it and go, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it feels great. Yeah, a lot of people, like you said, Walther this, Walther that. If you've not shot one and you have a range that has a range program with us, man, we encourage you to go shoot one. If you got a buddy that's got one, get it in your hand, shoot a couple rounds out of it, because the ergonomics that we've got and the signature ergonomics of Walther, man, the gun feels so good in your hand. And then you couple that with the trigger, which we expect to be the best out-of-the-box OEM trigger on the market. It's got a 5.6 trigger pull, single action, and then it's got a 1/10 of an inch on the reset.
Wow.
So even with this pistol right here, when we're talking about the subcompact, this is a SHOT Show approved.
Yeah, just a little disclaimer for our range safety officers out there. This is a SHOT Show gun. What that tag means, if you haven't been to SHOT Show, is the safety officers of SHOT have certified that this gun basically doesn't have a firing pin.
No firing pin.
It cannot shoot.
Yep, can't shoot.
And the reason they do that is obviously safety, but also because when we're doing all this stuff at SHOT Show and all the booths, I mean, it's a 360-degree environment.
Yeah.
It's virtually impossible not to have people pointing guns, even though we don't want to do it on purpose.
Yeah.
You know, but just a little safety disclaimer.
Yeah, just to say that.
Yeah.
But if you even look at this, I'll demonstrate any PPQ. So we're talking about a subcompact here with a 3.5-inch barrel. But when we're talking about the trigger pull, we're talking about a 5.6, and you're going to feel it back right to the wall. I mean, that's all you've got on take-up per se.
And then it just breaks.
There's your break. And so if we're talking about trigger reset, your gun's going to obviously shoot that round, bring another one in the chamber. Your trigger reset's a 1/10 of an inch. We heard it. I think probably people heard that. And then that's your secondary shot. So
you can really shoot quickly if you get used to running that trigger.
Oh yeah, trigger reset. You know, it's key. You know, we're talking about our competition shooters, people out there shooting Q5 matches. That's this exact same frame.
Wow. Okay. So
platform per se.
What do they need to know about this gun? What are kind of the specs, the highlights of it?
What's great about the subcompact is, you know, I would say the PPQ is our #1 most requested gun. This one, even without people knowing it was in the works, is our second. This is what we've been asked for the most on social media.
They asked for it. It didn't exist before, but this is what they wanted.
So we made it work. But this one particularly, you're going to get this subcompact. It's going to give you, I'll just run through some stuff.
Yeah.
It's going to give you the 3-dot combat sights that come on every PPQ. It's going to give you full ambidextrous, so left and right hand slide stops.
Okay.
It's going to come with a righty mag release button, but that's very easily reversible to a left.
You can switch.
So you got slide stop and magazine button on either side.
What about the magazines?
Magazines. So the PPQ subcompact is going to come with the 10-round mag. That's a flush fit. So we're seeing that there. So that's going to give you the grip. It's going to give you your pinky hanging off.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
And this is double stack configuration.
This is double stack. Yep.
10+1 in the flush.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just a little bit wider than an inch. I mean,
it's trim.
It's very trim. So you know, that's going to come with the 10-round. It's also going to come with this 15-round. That's got
comes with both.
It comes with both.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's got a sleeve on it. I just moved it up so people can see.
Sure.
But it comes with the sleeve. It's a 15-round mag on the back. And this one also, just so everybody can see, has PPQ SC on the bottom.
Okay.
So this is specifically for the subcompact. But what this is going to give you is a full purchase.
Right.
So this is as if you're shooting a 4-inch or a 5-inch PPQ.
Yeah. It's
going to feel identical. The difference is that you've got a 3.5-inch barrel with the superb accuracy of a PPQ and the step chamber inside it. So.
And sights on this gun?
3-dot combat sights, polymer out of the box.
And I imagine because you've been making the PPQ, there are accessories and upgrades, aftermarket stuff that's available, right?
Yeah, and it's really picked up within the past 4 years, obviously. The past 4 years, we've really tried our best to make an effort to talk to accessory companies, talk to holster companies, and bring out accessories when guns are launching or quickly after have launched. So you see a lot of support on PPQs right now. You can find, actually, I'll go ahead and plug that. If you go to waltherarms.com, you go to any product we've got, go down to the bottom, and it's going to have the accessory page for that product, and it's going to list every accessory that we're aware of for that gun. With a link to it.
It's not your stuff.
Oh, it's none of it's our stuff. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, it's every holster, base pads, things like that. It's all linked on our website.
Nice.
So
so they don't have to just go searching.
No Google
or whatever.
You can. I'm sure there's stuff we missed, but in the most part, we've got almost every accessory on there.
We went to a lot of trouble.
It is a lot of trouble, man. We got to manage that thing.
You guys had to do the Google.
We do it, yeah, every time. For this gun specifically, we had to go through there and add every one.
Well, this is the gun that I shot at the range yesterday, right?
Yeah.
So I shot this gun at the range, and familiar with Walthers. They are honestly very comfortable to shoot. And this is is this the smallest of the PPQs?
Yeah, this is the smallest one that is out right now.
It doesn't feel like a small gun to me.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't shoot like a small gun.
Obviously with the 10 round, your pinky's going to hang off. It's going to feel a little bit different, a little harder to control. Not bad, but
no, not bad though.
People that don't like their pinky hanging off, it's going to hang off on a 10.
And this is in 9.
This is 9mm only.
Okay.
But with this 15 round, man, it is just so comfortable. You got 15, so you got full size advantages in a subcompact frame.
Sure.
You're carrying 15 plus 1 rounds.
And it gives you that option. I've always kind of liked the having a flush fit and then having that extended mag, because to me it's a little bit like 2 guns in one. You know, you have your concealed carry version, and then you have maybe, if this is your home gun, because not everybody has like 5 different guns. If you have the one gun, okay, now you have a home defense version. We'll just go ahead and load it up that way.
Yeah. And going back to PPQs in general, just quick note. So this adds to the PPQ line. Right now we've got PPQ 22s.
Yep.
We've got PPQ 9mm. We've got PPQ 40s. We've got PPQ 45s. We've got the PPQ Q4 TAC. We've got the PPQ Q5 match. So with all those, every grip's the same.
Okay.
Every trigger's the same.
Okay. Yeah. That's
across calibers, and we've got 4-inch and 5-inch, and now we've got a subcompact. So the cool thing about PPQs, and we try to tell people this as much as possible, is that say you're a new shooter, or say you want to introduce someone to shooting.
Right.
You can give them a 22 PPQ full size 4-inch.
Sure.
They can start learning on a 22. Real easy.
Yeah.
We're all aware of that process.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they're ready, you could give them a 4 or 5-inch 9mm.
And it's the same grip. It's the same trigger.
It's not going to be, oh, this feels different. Oh, the trigger's different. Oh, I got to relearn this. Man, it is really streamlined.
That's nice.
Yeah, and also there's plenty of BB guns.
Yeah.
That are after the PPQ. So if you want to start before a 22,
yeah,
you can get a BB gun. You can get an airsoft gun.
A BB gun that is the
identical.
Same feel. And
trigger's a little different on a BB gun, but
yeah,
100% feels the same.
So what else is Walther up to these days? I mean, you guys have been doing so much, or what are people maybe they know about the PPQ and the PPK, but it's like, is there a gun that Walther does that you say, man, people should really pay attention, even if it's something that you guys have been doing for a while? Is it like, this is actually a really cool product? Sure. But it's like the hidden gem or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I would probably mention the gun we're looking at right now, the PPQ.
This is,
when you look at a PPQ 4-inch compared to the rest of the market, it might be a little bit bigger than some competitors that I won't name, just a little bit bigger. But when you look at what people will buy a competitor gun for and then put in an aftermarket trigger and then do some extra work to it to make it shoot the way they want it to, I just wish they would have shot a Walther.
Yeah.
And at least giving the Walther a shot, because out of the box it really is great.
Have you guys done any with threaded barrels yet?
Yeah. So we've got multiple threaded barrels, and I would say that we are aggressively going after more threaded barrels.
Okay.
But Q4 TAC launched in November of 2017. That's a 4-inch PPQ with an optics-ready platform with a threaded barrel. Wow.
So you can have red dot on it?
Yep. Yeah, it comes with all 3 plates for Loophole, Doctor, Trigicon.
Okay.
Threaded barrel. And then you've also got so we released a 45 threaded barrel, which was at range day yesterday as well.
Yep.
And actually, did you shoot that yesterday?
I didn't get to shoot that one yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we had a suppressor ready 45 out there yesterday, and that launched in November. So now you can get a 45, which is a very seen gun as well. I mean, you want to talk about a polymer frame 45 that shoots really soft?
Really?
Oh my goodness, PPQ 45 is where it's at.
And it seems to be a trend, because as more people are buying suppressors, silencers, they're looking for that, like, where can I go get a threaded barrel? Because it's so comfortable to shoot. It's so pleasurable to shoot.
Oh, it's fun. I mean, and the noise is, you don't have to, you kind of still want to wear hearing protection, but man, yesterday at the range, you didn't have to wear that hearing protection with the 45 suppressed, and that was...
No, so 45 is generally subsonic.
It's awesome. Yeah, really cool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot in the line. We've got threaded barrels for sale on our web store, right off WaltherArms.com.
Good to know.
So you can buy one for a PPQ 4-inch.
If you already have one.
you just drop a threaded barrel on it.
Cool. Great.
So, we got all kinds of options for it.
Okay. So that's what's going on with Walther. Anything that we forgot?
No, I think that's good. Just, check out the subcompact. There's a lot of guns coming out right around this time, but give the PPQ subcompact a look, because it's a great gun.
And if you're a competitive shooter, you might consider trying shooting a Walther in a match, because you might win extra money.
Oh, you definitely win some money. At least check out the contingency program, because you might be surprised how much we pay out for for a single win. Some of it's $4,000. You know?
No kidding.
Yeah, it's a big check.
All right. That's what you hear. Walther, check him out. Gun Talk Live, SHOT Show 2018.